Hey,
That's good.
Summer Judge Reveningen. They say you can't judge a book by its cover. However, you can judge an anime by its teaser trailer. And with the new season of anime is coming, which is the summer 2020, RIP Summer 2020, I think it's appropriate enough to make a video talking about the importance of anime trailer. As you all know, anime trailer is one of the most key element of an anime to show to the viewer what they can offer. It's like how a synopsis work in a book. So with summer 2020 is coming, I think it's appropriate enough to look through all the anime that's coming out for summer 2020 list of anime and just judge them to see how effective they are in terms of visual, in terms of attention grabbing, and some other elements, and I will give it a score in each end of it. I'm gonna go for my anime list order. Start from Re:Zero Kara Hajimaru Isekai Seikatsu season. So before I go through all of them, I'm gonna go skip second season that I haven't watched, and I'm just gonna only see the ones that I already watched, which is Re:Zero and Orai Iru. The second season that I haven't watched, such as Mohioto, Roji no Maharitsu, and I think and No Gun's Life second season. I have to skip those two because I haven't watched them. I'm sorry, I haven't catch up any with new anime, especially because I'm too busy with watching YouTube. So without further ado, let's do it.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
Okay, let's start with Re:Zero, shall we? Let's see what we can anticipate here. For the record, I haven't read the original novel, so for me this is basically new territory. I haven't watched even the early trailer of it, so let's see how it goes. Nice so far. Suspense. That's what Re:Zero is all about.
なるほど。それが君の欲の根幹か。なかなか興味深いことだね。
Oh, it's the Windows XP, it's Windows startup.
おや、驚かせてしまったかな。
I mean Windows background.
人と話すのはずいぶん久しぶりだから、つい気持ちが流行ってしまったよ。僕の名前は駅ドナ、強欲の魔女と、そう名乗った方が通りがいいかな。
Very grabbing at the start. I'm a pretty biased since I'm a fan of Re:Zero. Music, good. What's this? Shit, I can't read Japanese. But it's not Myth and Horror, that's for sure. Who's that? Pictures! I forgot again. A third mate. That motherfucker. The music be rocking though. Oh shit, Ram. Okay, I'm gonna pause there since I was very interactive with the people that already read the original novel, and they say that expect some horrible shit happen, which I already do because it's really fucking zero. So what to expect? You have to expect the most crazy shit happen. More shocking if the second season is going for a rom-com, to be honest. But they say it's only speculated, and this only based what they say. I don't know whether it's true or not, but they say that expect a certain character won't be appear that much for this second season. I don't know whether it is true, but I can guess. I can guess.
ここから君と二人で乗り越えてゆく目指した未来や全ての君を背負ってたどり着いてみせるから
Oh no. No, 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 no. No. Well, no wonder they added a lot of characters in this one.
リ、ゼロから始める異世界生活、セカンドシ
Wow. Okay, it's pretty basic. It's not mind blowing. The show was on a show, and that's about it. But since I'm a big, huge fan of Re:Zero, I would definitely give it an 8. Then the visual alone is already good enough for me to grab me to watch the second season. Can't fuck me wait. Okay, let's go on with the list. From Re:Zero to Oregairu, or the longer title is, forgive me, Yahari Ore no Seishun no Comedy wa Machigate Iru kan. Yes, I've been practicing Japanese. Fuck yeah, boy, I'm the true master boy. So, still created by the same studio, Phil Studio, the Deep Phil. But the thing that I noticed was the difference between the second season and the third season is that the visual style and the overall art style is pretty different. Pretty different from the second season and the first season. Here is more like a really bubbly, really soft looking visual. I hope I'm making sense, because in the second season, the first season is more like rough, simplistic. It doesn't have any like really gradient color, but here you got a really like Silverlink Studio style. Yeah, that's what it is. It has that Silverlink Studio style. It's kind of bright and all that. And my anime doesn't actually show yet who's the director for the third season, but I'm guessing this is only based on my assumption, is that they have different art director, because the second season was directed by Oikawa K. The third season so far doesn't have show anything at all who's the one directed it, but I'm assuming they changed different directors, so that's why the art style, the visual style is a little bit different from the previous season. But hey, at least we got a new season, bro. Did I mention I'm a fan of Oragairu as well? Love that fucking show. Okay, let's start, shall we? Classic. A recap from previous season. No. Okay, a new season.
言わなければわからない。言ったとしても伝わらない。
No, it's really different.
だから、
you can
そ
tell
の
her.
答えを口にするべきだ。その選択をきっと悔やむと知っていても。
Oh, is this gonna be the finale? Music's good.
聞いていいか、
Very ambient.
お前の話。
ちゃんと考えて。
You know, when you when I see it again, it's kind of also that SAO style too.
納得して諦めたい。私が自分でうまくできることを証明したい。そうすればちゃんと始められると思うから。本当はずっと昔から気づいてた。私はそこへ行きたいんだって。だから
Where?
本物なんて欲しくなかった。
What?
やはり俺の青春ラブコメは間違っている。カン。4月から放送開始。
Okay, as a fan of Hirugaki, I'm really much pretty curious on what just happened or what did I just watch. So in that regard, yeah, I want to watch it now. But generally and technically doesn't show much, doesn't want to over exaggerate itself, which is good in my opinion. I don't want trailer just to be like those typical Hollywood blockbuster trailer, just boom boom everywhere. This is beautiful. This is good. I wish they show some more content or like what's actually happened behind it when they're just being vague about it. But I think that, but again, for them doing like that, they got me questioned, which is nice. But yeah, the visual again, like I said, just it has the SAO feelings, or like in terms of visual style, it's very bright, and the character looks really. Maybe because I'm used to season 1 and season 2 All-Star, but also when I look at it again, they probably try to make it as close as the original All-Star from the light novel. But hey, I will give it a 9. That's pretty good. Online analyzation, I'm gonna skip it because I haven't even watched this. I haven't even watched from the what's the second season right after the original song online. Gilgun. I haven't even watched that. So I'm not bothered. I'm just gonna skip it. Same goes to Fire Force. I haven't watched the first season of it. I'm just gonna skip it. But let's go straight to the God of High School now. Based on the title, okay, and based on the poster, when I see this, I thought it's gonna be like, you know, your fucking typical rom-com high school bullshit. But then I see it was made by Mappa, which got me my hope, you know, a little bit high, a little bit. And then I read the synopsis and my impression right away from, oh, this is gonna be some typical rom-com bullshit, to like, oh, this is gonna be a really interesting show. Let's check about this synopsis about the God of High School. It all began as a fighting tournament to seek out for the best fighter among all high school students in Korea. Morijin, a taekwondo specialist and a high school student, soon learns that there is something much greater beneath the stage of the tournament, which is basically every fighting game. Tekken, King of Fighter, Street Fighter, everybody. So let's see the trailer. Is it recording? It is recording. Young J Park. Oh, the original line on. So this is a web novel series. I heard it before from my friend, but I haven't bothered to check it out. Once again,
知力と暴力両方が揃えば誰にも負けない。
私の体は鉄より高く。今のは君の勝ちかな。
今大会はいかなる武術、剣術、バトルスタイルも許される異種格闘技トーナメントです。神の力を引きずり出し、我が物として頂点を競う。それが我々のゴッド・オブ・ハイスクールだ。
pretty interesting concept. There's gonna be a lot of punching and fighting in this anime, huh? I like it. Oh. Well, that was an interesting one actually. Really fucking interesting. Mappa again, credit to them, they really know how to make a interesting looking anime. I would say that they are below Trigger when it comes to like having a differentiating art style, which is very nice. The Sakuga, I can see that. The impact on this trailer is really a masterpiece. The animation is really good. The build up from the like them telling the plot to the fighting scenes really satisfying, thus making the impact really strong on me. The first impression I got is like, goddamn, I really want to watch this show. And based on what I can guess is that it's probably this whole anime is just gonna be a tournament arc anime where they get one guy just beating up to see who's won. And the art style is also interesting, but that's thanks to the original web novel. With this give one, you know what? Just for the standard, this is gonna be the standard that I'm looking for. This is gonna be a 10 out of 10. I actually have no complaint in terms like the teaser itself. Okay, so next is Kanojo Okarashimasu, or Rent a Girlfriend. I heard about this concept before from, I think it's from Joy the Anime Man. He talked about the original novel or manga, where it's the concept about a guy renting a girlfriend. Duh. So based on the synopsis, it says, dubbed by his girlfriend, emotionally shattered college student Kazuya Kinoshita attempts to pierce the void in his heart through a rented girlfriend from a mobile app. At first, Chizuru Mizuhara seems to be the perfect girl with everything he could possibly ask for: great looks and cute testing. And upon seeing Nick's opinion on her profile after their first date and still tormented by his previous relationship, Kazuya believes that Chizuru is just playing around with the hearts of men and leaves her a negative rating. Angry at her client's disrespect towards her, Chizuru reveals her true nature: sassy and temperamental, the complete opposite of Kazuya's first impression. At the very moment Kazuya receives news of his grandmother's collapse and is forced to bring Chizuru along with him to the hospital. Although it turns out to be nothing serious, his grandmother is ecstatic that Kazuya has finally found a serious girlfriend, which has always been her wish. Unable to tell her the truth, Kazuya and Chizuru are forced into a fake relationship, acting as if this is basically coitus, isn't it? This is basically coitus. So a guy ran a girlfriend, and turns out that girlfriend is that quote unquote girlfriend is a piece of shit girlfriend. And then boom, bada bing, now he forced himself to be with his girl despite both of them doesn't want to be with each other, just for the sake of other people. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, even the character design himself. You know what? I'm not gonna judge, but let's see what it has to offer.
はじめまして、水原千鶴と言います。
振られて落ち込む俺の前に現れたのは
和也くんだよね。
はい。
けなげで可憐でおしゃれでスタイル抜群、めっちゃ可愛い。誰もが
Come your tits, bro.
レンタル彼女？
寂しくない人なんていないのよ。
Bullshit.
隠
They
せる
exist.
人が多いだけ。
You have one right here.
心に開いた穴を仕事とか恋人とかで埋めてるのよ。
おたった一度のレンタルで輝き出すリアルがある。彼女お借りします。
自分ウサギかよって思ったらまた呼んで。
Don't wink at me, you fucking. Okay, so far, like the concept itself sounds like a fucking hentai. I'm not gonna lie here, I'm not gonna be low key, I'm just gonna be frank with you. This is a suitable plot for fucking hentai. Not gonna lie. But hey, Thomas did a great work on the visual. Not gonna lie. And so far, how I'm gonna say this, I don't know what to say. It looks so generic though. Just yeah, I mean, the music is okay. I mean, if I'm just gonna judge the trailer as it is at its own, and I'm not gonna relate to this trailer to the anime or what the fuck to the original manga. I have to give it a 6. It's pretty simple, straight to the point. It doesn't give anything mind blowing, just like the other trailer. But minus that, it's just a concept about renting a girlfriend. Just the concept itself is like can be interesting. I have to say, I like you renting a girlfriend is something that can be a fun, like really of how do you say comedic, the most comedic thing that you can do. Because in terms of dynamic, you know, the way I read, you know, the way how the synopsis sounds and the way how the trailer looks like, I'm gonna put my expectation really moderate in this anime. I'm not gonna put it really that high. Next, let's go for Hirugaki. I'm not gonna pronounce that. That's really fucking long, mate. The English title of it is The Misfit of Demon King Academy. Synopsis: after 2,000 years has passed, the ruthless demon lord has just been reincarnated. But his aptitude, fuck, I can't read it. But his aptitude at an academy for nurturing candidates for demon lord is in having inept. What? I'm questioning the question now. Having the capability to destroy human, elemental, and gods after a long period of countless war and strife, Amos the demon lord became sick and tired of that and longed for a peaceful world, so he decided to reincarnate it to the future. However, what awaited him after reincarnation is a world so used to peace that his descendants became too weak due to a huge weakening in magical powers. So his demon is a twist on the demon lord concept, which they haven't done before. And I've never seen that before. A twist on a demon lord? Fucking I've never seen that before. You know, there's no anime exists about a demon lord going to be good or going to be soft. And nah. So by itself, the poster, Silverlink, you know who Silverlink? I know, I'm a fan of them, and their library can be a 50-50 mix in my opinion. Some of them can be goddamn good, and half of them can be, the fuck is this? What is it? What is this? So let's watch the teaser, shall we? What's happening? Aniplex.
よく聞け、愛しき子孫どもよ。お前たちの始祖は帰ってきた。俺こそが暴虐の魔王。あのスボルディゴードだ。
Oh wow.
2000年前、神話の時代、魔王と
The song will hit really hard.
魔王とは全てを己の力でねじ伏せる者のことだ。
初めて見た。魔力が強すぎて水晶が壊れるところ。
不適合者。
友達。死になさい。
断る。分をわきまえろ。
冷酷さと博愛を合わせ持ち、常に魔族のことだけを考え、己を顧みず戦った。
たとえ魔族が滅びようとも、人間はまた新たな敵を作るだろう。
That son of a bitch is spin a whole cancel on his finger.
不適合者。
Okay, that was bad.
お前の名前は
That guy just spins the entire cancel on his fingertip like a fucking basketball or something. Okay, that's fucking badass. I was about to say that this is just basically an Overlord ripoff, or basically a copycat of Overlord, where it's about a demon lord that is too fucking OP, but decided to go to a world where everybody has been soft, and he decided to reshape the soft feature into a world where he can see fit, which is not a bad concept actually. And I was about to jump this whole anime and be like, oh, this is gonna be another fucking bullshit anime with typical trope, with typical shit I haven't seen like so many times. I'm gonna go, my mind is gonna be blown on how many shit that people copy and paste all the time. But that scene in Low, where he fucking spin the whole castle on his finger thing, and like so, okay, that's one sorry. The OP, I'm guessing that's the OP that they played on as the background music, fucking hits hard, my boy. And I'm a fan of rock music. That kind of music fucking hits me. So just for the trailer alone, I'm gonna give it a yay. Now, like when it comes to like this fantasy stuff, Sibling knows what they're doing. Next is Denkadence from Net. Is it the studio who made Yojo Senki? Oh yeah, it is. And it's also the same person who made Full Poly Alternative. Fucking nice. Okay, so Nut Studio library is not that big. In my anime list, they only have Yojo Senki the movie, Full Poly Alternative, Yojo Senkyo Hokoku, and Yojo Senki movie Manor Eizo. So that their library is not that big, but from Yojo Senki, I'm actually still waiting for that second season though. Not since Yojo Senki, like the concept is pretty plain and simple, but the way the story execute himself is really good. Not gonna lie, I really fond of that kind of storytelling. But since this is a new one, which is an original and not a adaptation, let's see the synopsis first. Is it recording? Yes, it is. Many years have passed since humanity was driven to the brink of extinction by the sudden emergence of the unknown life form Gedol. Those humans that survive now dwell in a 3,000 meter high mobile fortress Decadence built to protect themselves from the Gadol threat. Denizens of Decadence fall into two categories: Gears Warrior who fight the Gadol daily, and Tankers, those without the skills to fight one day. Natsume, a tanker girl who dreams of becoming a gear, meets Shirley Kaburagi, an armor repairman of Decadence. This chance meeting between the seemingly two opposites, the girl with a positive attitude who never gives up on her dreams, and the realistic who has given up on this world. I feel that eventually shake the future course of this world. Okay, it's basically like, if I want to make a comparison, it's like that one show about two girls where they're the only two human on that world after an apocalypse happens, which is basically the same thing, but this one has like a true character with a huge character gap. One is serious, one is funny. You know what? I can see this anime be interesting. I mean, especially with its concept and the settings of the anime. I think it can be interesting. But let's see the teaser first, shall we? Headphones on. Kadokawa, fuck.
世界人口の9割が失われるに至った未知の生命体ガドルとの戦い。人類はそれに対抗しうる手段としてその英知を結集し、超大型の移動要塞を作り上げた。それ
Okay, right off the bat, I'm just gonna say that this give me the Made in Abyss or like Kino no Tabi vibe right now, which the two anime that I really like.
がデカダンス。我々人類にとって最後の砦、そして新たな希望。
All new hope.
どういうことですか？かの力に入れないなんて聞いたことないですよ。チャンス動かないでよ。
何をしても変えられないものがある。諦めろ。
Must be animal.
そいつは弱みなんかじゃない。お前の武器だ。
世界を変えたかったんじゃない。
Thanos.
私本当は自分を変えたかったんだ。 だからそれが私の戦う理由です。
Wow, okay, okay, wow, I got fucking goosebumps. Is it recording? Yes, it is fucking recording. I got fucking goosebumps. Okay, that is really something. Okay, okay, let's go one by one, one by one. The first 5 seconds give me a really, like I said, made in abyss, made in abyss, Kinotabi vibe. It's about exploration, you know, an unknown world, and you're like it's a really unknown world where you didn't know what actually happens, so you have to discover it by yourself along with the character in the show. And then the action part comes in and be like, this is becoming Gurren Lagann all of a sudden. And I mean, speaking of Gurren Lagann, the art style itself is really similar to Gurren Lagann in a way that the visual looks not too vivid, but it has a colorful palette. And it's not bland. It is colorful, but it's not vivid. It has some mature, how do you call it, shading into it. And yeah, I mean, the environmentally as well, it looks fucking amazing though. God, yeah. In the animation, like the Sakuga at the end there, and seeing the settings, yeah, it also has that Mad Max kind of feeling too. It's, yeah, the combination of Mad Max and Made in Abyss right now, and Gurren Lagann, because yeah, right there, right fucking there, Shingeki no Kyojin bullshit, slicing up, dashing, doing some bullshit, angry, fucking huge monster, huge rocket, boom, 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 10 out of 10, mate, 10 out of 10. I want to really watch. This show is making me hype. What the fuck? Now, this is the anime that I really want. This is the kind of anime I really want. Fucking a decadence. Nah, you have it done yourself again. Turn in your bag, get tonight. This is so good, man. Oh, it's impressive that it's original too. How to achieve that kind of shit. Next is Uzaki-chan wa asobitai. So this show, or at least the manga, I already read it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is my guilty pleasure. I'm not gonna be fucking lying here and say that I hate this show because it has some really ecchi ass. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this particular show, or like this particular manga spawned some controversy back in last year, where they discussed about how the main character, how the main character design is really look obnoxious as fuck, which, you know, a fair argument because of all the big bahungas that she have. But you know what, it's an old story. I don't give a fuck anymore. But if you guys don't know what this show is about, let me tell you the synopsis that presented by Mal. Sakura Shinchi's one wish is for a little peace and quiet, but Uzaki Hana, his boisterous, well-endowed underclassman, has other plans. All she wanted is to hang out and poke fun at him. With the help of her chipper charm and peppy persistence, this might just be the start of a beautiful relationship. Yeah, this is basically a basic slice of life comedy. It a really annoying 4-5 senpai dynamics, which is similar to like that one girl Gyaru one, I forgot the name. And if I'm not wrong, that manga as well has confirmed to get a adaptation in the future. So both of them, like if you guys want to know more, both Uzaki-chan and that one manga is like really popular among like the culture weebs because of for some reason. And as a guy who also have read all of the chapter until recent, I can guarantee say that this is not gonna be for everybody. But this is just of typical source of life. Let's see what's the teaser trailer has to offer. Okay, right off the bat, they really did a great Great pick for the voice act for this girl right here, because this is what I basically imagine what her voice going to be. You see what I mean by big bahong? I'm not sure bahongas right there. God damn.
照れないで乾杯
ネクラか。
ネクラね
俺に任せとけってサー君もついに恋に生きるか
Very depressing indeed.
僕はどんなことだってしますよ
はいじゃああんしてよ
宇崎花さんです。
ろしくお願いします先輩怖いのダメなんすね先輩本当は起きてんじゃないでしょうね
I have this project before. Kado Kawaf, god damn it, you piece of. Okay, straightforward, nothing impressive. What can I say? This is the shit that will get people round up, but at the same time won't get people to be like talking about it for centuries, obviously. But yeah, this is gonna be like everybody's guilty pleasure. Cause it's like, just your typical fucking actually slice of life. I don't know what to say. But for credit's sake, it doesn't look bad. Cause usually with this kind of manga that's popular among the internet kind of stuff, they usually did a horrible job. But they did Uzaki one really good. Not great with it. It's good enough. Good enough. So good job, Andy. Next is I have to skip no guns live second season because I haven't watched it. I'm sorry, Madhouse. But let's go to Monster Musume no Oisha-san. It's a comedy romance achievement. Okay. A little bit of history about my anime watching history is that I'm a fan of harem and I'm also a fan of ecchi. I've been consuming ecchi harem for as long as I can remember. Like one of my few anime that I really used to watch back then was Massacre of the Dead and Kiss and Sis, which like the most two ecchiest anime back then for me at least, and I really like both of those anime. So ever since then I've watched show like Haganai, Totoro, and High School D&D. Three shows which I really like up until now, but I don't know, nowadays my feelings towards ecchi and like romance bullshit it's pretty low. It's pretty low, not gonna lie. I don't know why, but maybe because my taste is changing. It's not like I don't have any feelings for ecchi or harem anime anymore. I still read a lot of ecchi harem manga, but it's just that sometimes, you know, when it comes to anime, they adapt one of the most basic shit. I just wish they adapted more interesting ones. But let's see how this one looks like. But first, the synopsis. Is it recording? Okay. In the town of Lineworm, where monsters and humans coexist, Dr. Glenn runs an exemplary medical clinic for Monster Girl with his Lamia assistant, Safi. Whether receiving a marriage proposal by a centaur injured in bed, palpating the injury of a mermaid, or suturing the delicate wounds of a flesh golem, delicate. Dr. Glims performs his job with grace and confidence, but when a unsavory character seeks to steal a harpy egg, how will the unflappable Dr. Glenn response? And you know what? I take something back. That's a really interesting concept. You know, doctor treating girls. This is not a common thing that you can usually find in anime. At least to this certain extent of my knowledge towards anime, as you know, go. But see the teaser trailer. This also sounds pretty interesting. Not good, but interesting enough.
たくさんの魔族が人間である先生を頼りにしているんですからね。もう少しご自分の立場を自覚していただかないと困りますよ。
頑張るよ。僕としてはただただ真剣に治療に向き合っているだけなのだけれど。
私は怒ってなんかいませんよ。ただこれ以上のライバルの出現は絶対に許せません。モンスター娘の
Okay, so for the viewing of the last trailer, which is the Monster Musume one, I didn't get to finish because all of a sudden my phone camera all of a sudden broke. I don't know what happened to it. So basically my whole reaction was like, okay, that was something. And to be honest with you, I feel like that was Ishizoku reviewer, isn't it? And that was basically what I said. It's feel like it's Ishizoku reviewer part 2 kind of bullshit. I mean, the concept itself is pretty interesting. They can do different stuff with it, but it feels just like a second Ishizoku reviewer. But I'm not complaining though. But the trailer itself, I have to give it a 5 because there's nothing special. There's really nothing, like, even both visually and sound wise, it's not that grab me that well. And when it comes to like trailer, you know, you're not doing great. So moving on from a comedy romance ecchi fantasy to another harem comedy ecchi fantasy. God damn it, this is the second one of the season. Peter Grill to Kenja no Jik. I'm sorry for that bad impression. Yeah, Peter Grill to Kenja no Jikan is an harem apparently, and the synopsis says Peter Grill is known. Wait, let me rephrase it. Peter Grill is known throughout the land as the world's strongest fighter. He has a girlfriend who's steadily trying to get closer with. Life is good for him until he realizes that there's enough woman who wants to bear strong children. I don't know, like going for his. This is basically a straight out of the box hentai concept. It's like one of those, like, remember that one anime that aired last year. What is the name? Conception? Yeah, it's Conception. It's the plot itself sounds like a fucking hentai, but then when you watch it, it's not like even hentai. Like, there's nothing part of it. It's like hentai, but you know, based on what the text says about it, I'm guessing they're gonna go to the balls to the walls harem ecchi bullshit. Unlike Conception story, like conceptually is that the show really sounds like a fucking hentai, but it doesn't. But let's just see how Peter the anime is like.
先輩のですね、小種を頂戴したいと。
ここはおとなしく引き下がりなさい。この方の小種は私がいただくのですから。
私の覚悟の表明だからです。
見物すね、先輩。
やっと二人きりになれましたね。
それでも
俺はうわ
感謝精神になんてなれやしないいつも理想に挫折して
Yeah, this is the Ishizoku review of the season. This is the anime. This is the Ishizoku review. Like last one is like trying to be Ishizoku. This one literally is the Ishizoku review of the season. God, like they are not. They don't hold back. They don't hold back. It's really attention grabbing. Not that's for sure. They're showing the plot really well. And then that is nothing. It's nothing good about it. And then the plot. That is grabbing me right now. Okay, next one is a title that I often see, and I'm not really happy about it. Dokyo Hentai HN Arrow. Fuck. Masugaku and H&H, everybody. So made by Project Number 9. Kinda heard that studio before. Let's see what they make. Okay, waiting for that loading. Let's read the synopsis first. In a world of the verge of a great disaster that began 5 years ago, heroes who, with the help of a device called H and Arrows, use the power of ecchi and erotic power to save the planet from libido devouring monsters. What? Again, this is a fucking part of a fucking hentai I'm reading right now. Enjo Reto and Oshina Kirara, our childhood friend. Okay, we got the childhood friend thing. Who have drifted apart from each other. One day they are caught in a battle against a sensor bug that feeds on a human's sexual energy to evolve. After successfully taking down the enemy, they join a group of heroes like them using the erotic power of the H and Arrows forced to fight off the monster. Anti-version of the Avengers is what I'm getting off from this synopsis. Oh god, sensor bug. I feel like I want to watch it now. So they have an anime literally called Sensor Bug because get it? Japan hentai censoring. Yeah, no, I don't need to explain that. Oh goddamn, can they be any more creative? So checking on what Project 9 has made. They made Netoge no Yume wa Onanoko Janai to Omota, an anime which I give a really moderate ratings. Or Shigoto, and one that, you know what, not actually that bad. Checking by their library. Oh, they also made Rokyobu. Ooh, Tenshi no Pretty. Oh yeah, basing off their library, they make some hit. Really, a lot of miss, but they're not really shy away from making hentai as well. Zeta Junpaku Mahou Shoujo, which from the post itself, fuck. So you know what? Let's go straight to the trailer.
エロを寄生し奪い、人類の緩やかな絶滅を企む侵略種族寄生虫。そんな恐るべき怪人に立ち向かうのが5人の高校生ヒーロー。その名もエグゼロス。寄生虫大義に燃える少年エグゼレッド。
Power Ranger。
勝ち気な関西女子エグゼピンク。おっとり系天然ド実行エグゼホワイト。漫画が大好きなクール系後輩エグゼブルー。素直になれないツンデレ幼なじみエグゼイエロー。彼らの持つヒーローとしての素質、それはエロスを感じる能力。
やっぱこんなところいい。
ってしまえばこんなものよね。
もうこ
Wait,
れ以
who's
上
the voice actor? I
お
forgot
前
his
らの
name.
好きには
I
させない
think he's also
み
the
んな
voice
信念
actor
持ってヒーローや
Soma
ってんねん。こ
from
こからは
Shige
さらに任
Shugeki.
せ
Is it
て
him?
私にしかできない
What?
こと。
ぶちかました
ド級変態
Yeah, it's him. It's
誰
him.
かがこう言った。ヒーローはエッチとエロでできていると。
Well, that's a Dokyo Hentai Asian Arrows. Oh, I hate when I have to admit it. Now I want to watch it. God damn it. I mean, the teaser trailer really does make it look like an epic anime. I mean, the quality is not that bad too. Usually with this kind of edgy, like over the top edgy anime, the quality can be pretty bad. Not gonna lie. I mean, Master Age. But yeah, the quality is really decent. I mean, you got the voice actor from Soma. That's a plus. And you know, in terms of like teaser, the production are really good. Even in Touching Grammy, they show the highlights of it. Not just the ecchi part, unlike Master Musume and Peter. They really show like, oh, this is not just a balls to the walls ecchi, but more like you got some of your action, some of your funny haha moments, and it has the Power Ranger concept battling really over sexualized monsters for each episode. Yeah, I can see that this anime is going to be fun for me. You know what? 8 out of 10. Okay, let's go for the last one. Titan's Bride or Koi Jinzoku no Hanayome. Made by Studio Hokiboshi. It's an adaptation from manga, and the synopsis read as: if you're a giant and a dwarf, you might be pregnant with what? You might be pregnant with men. One day, Koichi, a boy school student, is summoned to another world while messed. Okay, so in total we got 4 anime. It sounds like it can be originally from hentai. Like fucking seriously, mate. The Peter, the Monster Musume, Haitian Arrows, like all of those title of sound like it came out from a hentai, but all of them are not. And here you got another one. It sounds like a fucking yaoi hentai. I wanna know who chose this kind of title. Summoned to another world where masturbating is a giant country where a much larger race lives. The first prince of the country, Chaos, who is appearing in front of him, enthusiastically stare at Koichi and propose, "I want you to be my bride and give birth to my baby." Okay, I'm not gonna be fucking go ham on this title because it's probably focus on a certain type of audience, which is, you know, kudos to them. And it got me interested. So let's just watch the fucking trailer, man. I wanna see what's up. Titan's Bride. Sounds interesting. I mean, I'm up for anything.
学生生活最後の部活も終わって受験に専念しないとなと思った。そんな時
見つけたぞ。
体が光に包まれて気がついたらそこは
ようこそ我が巨人の国タイルダントへ。
でかっ！ここは一体どこなんだ？
お前が私の運命の花嫁だ。テレビアニメ巨人族の花嫁2020年7月放送開始。
Okay, they didn't show a lot. It's really short. It's straight to the point. We didn't show the actual plot that I'm looking for. But you know, for the sake of it, I will watch it. I mean, just from the synopsis alone, I don't think the trailer what grabs me. But the synopsis, like imagine putting it into context, like how sucks that would be. Like, you know, you work hard, you just got home from school, you just walked into your room, open up Pornhub, you try to, you know, bust out some nut to release some stress, and then you all of a sudden got teleported into this fantasy world where you have to become a bride of a giant shithead that you cannot disobey or not you will get your fucking head decapitated. Like, fuck. The fact that you have to get pregnant by it is like, it's an interesting concept to say at least. But in terms of trailer, I think I'm gonna rate this one the lowest because it's really short, and I'm gonna maybe give it a 4. And that's it for today. I think there's some anime that I purposely left out. Again, the other second season I have skipped just for spoiler reason. Gibi Ate is I have to skip because I'm just not interested in horror, especially there's horror and martial arts. Lapis with light is all I have to also skip. Bloody Umayon I have to skip. Ninja Collection I have to skip. Because you know most of them I feel like I don't miss much if I skip them. The ones I'm gonna cover is something that you know intrigued me to say at least. So yeah, that's the end of this video. So trailer, it's important. It's mandatory for anime studio to make their trailer popped out so to get the audience to watch the anime. Or fucking obviously, I'm just right now just saying the obligated facts. But hey, if you like this video, you know what to do. I don't have to say it because I don't want to fucking like begging. I'm done with that shit. So yeah, be sure to do all that shit, you know, do those all routine, and see you in the next video, I guess.
僕らバカになって宙を待って今だけを忘れてらった踊り明かそうこの夜を明かそう涙を干して眠るように嘘になってしまわぬように僕じゃない僕にもらった最低な憂鬱な日ですね君となら僕は明かしてみたいそのシーンの